Bernie's dead, Mrs. Sparshot. I wouldn't go in there. It'll upset you.
The good news is I'm leaving you the lot. House, business, even the car. If you can start the bloody thing.
My name's Cordelia Gray. I'm a private detective.
My employer specifically wanted me to see Mr. Pride.
My son committed suicide 18 days ago. I want someone to find out why.
That's where I found him. Hanging from that.
I don't think anybody knew him very well, really.
What do you think his plan is? Jewel put us off our guard, and we'll let on which of us murdered Mark.
Oh my God. Maybe I'll stay in the summer house. I think I should be close to where he was.
He was sweet, and now he's dead. And that's about it. End of story.
I've come to tell you that I don't believe that Mark committed suicide. My God.
What are you doing here?
I'm so sorry. I was going to come over and ask if I could stay, but it got so late. I thought I'd come over first thing in the morning. Sorry.
No, I'm very glad you're here. It really doesn't matter at all. I was just in the garden and I thought I saw a light.
Well, that must have been my torch.
And then I thought I heard a cry.
Really?
Let me come and make you a hot drink or something to help you sleep.
Oh, no, honestly, it's really very kind of you, but I'm so tired already. I'll go straight to sleep.
Good night.
Night, then. Did you see anyone here earlier?
No. No one at all. Why?
No reason. It must be the trees in the darkness. It's never this dark in London.
You mustn't worry, you know. I mean, I'm only a short distance away. Remember that. Sweet dreams, my dear.
Davy and I fancied going on the river this morning. We thought you might like to come. We're at 57 Norwich Street, leaving about 10. Hope to see you. Yours, Sophie Tilling. I'm really pleased you can make it. Davy's gone out for some booze. I hope we didn't drag you away from anything important. It's just that it's such a gorgeous day.
No, it's a lovely idea. I'm just amazed that you knew where I was staying.
I followed you, I'm afraid. I borrowed Hugo's car. I wanted to apologize for his behavior. But then I thought you must be so fed up of us, I chickened out.
Oh, he was just showing off, wasn't he? To his girlfriend.
Recognize the syndrome, do you?
I seem to remember it from the dim and distant past. Why isn't Mark in any of these pictures with Davy?
Isn't he?
Well, there are photographs of Hugo and Isabel with you and Davy, and photographs with Hugo and Isabel with you and Mark. But none of the five of you together.
Really? How funny.
Were you with Mark before you were with Davy?
Look, I was going to tell you about it. I mean, everybody knew it wasn't a great secret. We went out for ages.
And had it ended by the time he died?
Yes, months before.
Why did it end?
Because I decided it should. Mark was lovely. He was really very sweet. But he was a dreamer. He didn't live in the real world. I can see you think that sounds really wonderful and romantic, don't you? But it wears you down in the end. Well, it wore me down.
Not like Davy.
No, that's right. Exactly right. Not at all like Davy.
Having fun?
So, you don't have a boyfriend. What about ordinary friends?
Your private detectives have friends. I mean, how does anyone trust you, Cordelia?
I haven't always been a detective.
It's a funny thing to do with your life, though. Prying into other people's problems. Picking at the scabs. I mean, we've all got horrible pussy bits hidden away that we don't want anyone seeing. Haven't we?
Don't you think it's a bit odd? Earning money from other people's misery?
Perhaps I do. Perhaps I'm deeply envious of your lives, but what can I do about it?
So what are you thinking?
I was wondering why you really invited me here.
Perhaps we're going to drown you.
I think you wanted to get me on your side.
Why would we want that?
Because you've got something to hide?
There's nothing to hide. Mark's death was perfectly simple. He just wanted out. Dropped out of university, and he dropped out of life. That's it.
I don't think he dropped out. I think he dropped in. He had a beautiful place to live. He had a gorgeous garden that he loved. He was in control for the first time. He had everything to live for. So what are you hiding from me?
You seem to know everything else. Why don't you tell us?
Is it to do with your jealousy of Mark? People do kill people from jealousy.
You're not suggesting Davy killed Mark. I mean, why would he do that? I dumped Mark for him.
Yes, but ex-boyfriends have a way of lingering on, don't they, in the mind, if nothing else?
Do you really think I'd stick with Davy if he'd killed Mark? I love Mark.
If you really insist on looking for murderers, why don't you work out who stood to gain from Mark's death?
What do you mean?
Well, who the hell do you think was going to benefit from his legacy?
His father was.
But he said that he wasn't going to get a penny. He said it would all go to charity.
Did he? Well, Mark made it perfectly clear to me that he was giving his father the lot.
Mark didn't even like his father.
Look, I knew Mark, not you. Mark didn't want the money himself. He wasn't interested in money. And he may have disliked his father, but he respected his work. You know, protecting the environment, saving the planet. Mark loved all that. And if you don't believe a word I'm saying, well, that's your problem, not mine.
Speaking personally, Sophie, I've completely gone off the idea of a picnic. I don't know about you.
Come on, let's go. We'll take her to Isabel's tonight. She's always too lazy to provide food.
I've driven all the way back to London. Spent half an hour trying to find a meter. Goodness knows how long queuing at the Public Records Office. I'm terribly sorry, miss. The computers are down.
Thank heavens you're back. I've been so worried about you.
Well, you shouldn't have been. You have absolutely no reason to worry about me.
Why don't you get a mobile, and then we could keep in touch?
Not at the moment, thank you.
We could both have one.
I dare say you think we should have a new computer and start surfing the internet, or have a state-of-the-art alarm system too, probably.
I'll get you a coffee. What were you doing at the Public Records Office?
I was trying to find a copy of Mark Callender's birth certificate. I really need to find his mother's maiden name.
Why?
Because then I can trace his maternal grandfather's will. I want to check the conditions of his legacy to Mark. Could you possibly do that for me? I know it's not your job or anything, but maybe we should reconsider your job description. A bit more of the personal assistant and a bit less of the secretary. Well, I thought you'd be pleased.
Well, of course I'm pleased you have so much confidence in me. But I have to say I'm alarmed that you're trying to track down information which presumably Dr. Callender could have given you himself, which means that you're checking up on him, which is certainly not what he's employing you for.
Well, it's my job to follow up all leads, every clue, anything that could possibly lead me towards...
But there's a time and a place. I would have thought that our
Get to
urgent
know the
priority...
dead person. That's what Bernie always taught me. Well, the Mark Callender that I know wouldn't have killed himself. So it's my job to find out who did.
Perhaps you should consider whether the young man you know is really Dr. Callender's son, Mark, or a figment of a young woman's troubled imagination, a piece of wish fulfillment. I'm sorry. Have I gone too far?
No, you might be right. I hope you're not, of course, but you might be. You see, I need you to be able to give your perspective on things. I need you to feel free to offer your opinions at any time. So long as I can feel free to reject them.
I'd be pleased to discuss the new job description whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I bought you a drink?
No. son usually behave like that?
Yes, he does. And there's nothing anyone can do about it, I'm afraid. Callender won't have a word said against him.
Why?
Aren't you meant to get the drinks first before you start cross-questioning me? Lon's an excellent lab technician, unfortunately. He should be. Callender trained him personally. He treated him more like a son than he ever did his own one.
Do you think Lon was jealous of Mark?
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Patrick, would you say that Mark respected what his father was doing?
Respected him. So far as I could see, they never even spoke.
I hope you're not suggesting Dr. Callender's unhappy with our investigations.
No, not at all. I think he just wants to understand why he did it. Why cut himself off from family and friends, what was really going on in his head.
Take a seat.
Why did you have Mark's coffee examined? It was just the one cup, wasn't it?
Yes. Look, I really don't have to be cross-questioned. I'm only seeing you because of Dr. Callender. If you'd come to me off your own bat, I wouldn't have given you the time of day.
I know, and I really am very appreciative. What did you find in the coffee?
Nothing. I didn't expect to. It was routine.
So you're saying you didn't have any suspicions at all?
No, of course I had suspicions. It was right to be suspicious. It was an unnatural death. See, that's why we have pathologists and forensic people. We have our suspicions, but they're the ones who use their scientific skills to confirm them or otherwise.
In this case, otherwise.
You've got it.
So what was it you saw that made you suspicious?
All right. Couple of things, tiny things. Why did he burn all his papers just before he died? And why didn't he eat the dinner he just cooked for himself? That's all.
Why didn't he?
Because people behave oddly, especially when they're about to kill themselves. They're not at their most rational. Now, look, if you don't mind, I'm rather busy.
Could you just tell me what the pathologist said was the cause of death?
Asphyxia due to strangulation. Here. Are you sure you've got what it takes? You could always go back and tell Dr. Callender you couldn't find anything. No shame in that.
You think that being horrified by a terrible, wasteful death makes me bad at my job? I'd like to have a look at the belt, please.
It's a strap, not a belt. He used to wear it wound 2 or 3 times around his waist.
That's how it was, isn't it? With the other end tied around the hook about half a metre above his head. How did he get his neck through the noose when it was so high up?
With difficulty, but these things happen.
I'd like to take this, and I'd also like a copy of the suicide note, if that's all right.
You have to sign for them.
Sure, I can manage that.
And it is great to do that thing that ends all other deeds, which shackles accident and bolts up change, which sleeps.
By the way, it looks like he was with a woman sometime on the day he died. The pathologist found a trace of red lipstick on his upper lip. Purple red, a thin line. Girl trouble, wouldn't you say?
Happy birthday, Isabel. Aren't you going to let me in?
Nice to see you, Cordelia. I would have invited you, but...
I didn't know where I was staying, I know. You should have asked Sophie.
Is that Max?
Who is it? Brilliant. Someone from the outside world for a change. The answer to all my prayers. Shall I look up to Cordelia?
If you like.
Look, I'm sorry I was rude yesterday. It's all Isabel's fault. She brings out my protective instinct. She's like a helpless child, not a grown-up like you. Can we be friends?
Of course.
I hope you mean that.
Can I go in?
Nice painting, innit? All thanks to Daddy. Or should I say, all thanks to Papa.
That's a memoir.
Only a drawing. Papa keeps the paintings at home.
She knows about art then, does she?
Oh, yes. She knows an expensive object when she sees one.
Can I have a drink?
Of course. What would you like? Red or white? White, I'd
I'm afraid you're right.
say. Don't go away.
Isabel? Isabel? What are you hiding from me?
Nothing. I was not there when he did it.
And who did what?
When Mark killed himself, I was not there.
But you were there some days earlier, weren't you? You went to the house and asked Miss Markland where Mark was. I assume you didn't leave before you went to the summer house and saw him.
Of course not. We drank tea together. He made me a very agreeable salad and we went for a walk.
Were you having sex with him?
No, I would tell you if I'd been.
And would you tell Hugo?
Of course not. He would kill me if he discovered such a thing.
When was the last time you saw Mark? Before that? Before you went to the summer house?
A couple of days before he left college, we went in my car to the seaside. And first we stopped at a town, what is it? Edmondstown. Mark said he had to visit the doctor.
Why? Was he ill?
No.
Well, then why?
I don't know. He did not say why he went there. It was a very poor house. I waited in the car.
And how did he seem when he came out?
I do not think he got what he wanted. He did not seem happy, which annoyed me. But then we arrived at the sea and he became happy again.
Isabel?
Just a minute. Hugo would kill me if I was unfaithful. It's true he has a very bad temper, but he would certainly kill anyone who tried to harm me.
If it wasn't that you were so attractive, I think you might be starting to annoy me.
I'd better keep out of your way, hadn't I?
No, you're perfectly free to talk to Isabel. Why all this stupid subterfuge? Does it make you think you're a real detective?
It's just that I fancied 5 seconds with Isabel without her minder.
I told her everything. She was desperate to know all about my affair with Mark.
Ah, well, of course. Yes.
You're really not going to let me out of your sight, then?
I know you won't believe me, but I only came to fetch you because Mark's tutors arrived.
I don't believe you.
So you don't want to meet him? Fine.
academic writing. Contempt for logic, spurious profundity, bloody awful grammar.
This is the private detective I mentioned.
Christ, it's a woman.
This is Mark's tutor. Was, sorry.
Edward Horsfall.
Cordelia Gray. It's funny, I imagined you'd be geriatric.
Cordelia and I need a few moments in private, all right?
You're lost. Have you any idea why Mark Callender left college?
Sorry. We really weren't close. He made a rather formal goodbye. Thanked me for my help, I think he called it. Then I made what I hoped were adequate noises of regret, and that was it. All faintly embarrassing, really.
And do you think he was the sort of person who would kill himself?
You mean you don't think he did? I gather you believe he was murdered. Well, let me put your mind at rest. No one would have killed Mark. Who would have bothered? He simply wasn't interesting enough to provoke that sort of dislike. Have I shocked you?
Surely that is a bit out of order. You did hardly know him, you've just said. What about his father? He thought he was a write-off.
Yes, unfortunately, Callender was dining in hall at High Table the night Mark died. I was there. He was sitting right opposite me, so I think you can discount him. As a matter of fact, Mark phoned during the meal.
Really? Do you know what he said?
How should I know? Callender isn't exactly renowned for his small talk. One of the college porters, Benskin, came in and gave him the message. He went off to take the call, but he was only gone 5 minutes?
And...
Do you want me to take you to see Benskin? I'm trying to do you a favour, Cordelia. I know where he'll be. Come on.
Thank you.
Don't mind me. Picked up one moment, thrown aside the next.
Isabel said you'd kill anyone who tried to harm her. Is that right?
What do you think?
Are you planning to kill me?
That depends on whether you're planning to harm her. Are you?
Sorry.
How close were Mark and Isabel? They were very close, weren't they?
Bloody Mark. Do we always have to talk about him?
Why not? I thought you liked him.
Me? I think you must be confusing me with my sister.
I see, so you disliked him. Why?
Because he kidded himself. He liked Isabel because she's sexy. He fancied her. Fine, a lot of men do. But Mark was such a bloody wimp. He had to make out he loved her. He couldn't sort out the difference between love and straightforward lust. I'm sure you know the difference. I think that's perhaps why I like you so much. Look, there's something I want to tell you.
About Mark?
Yeah. I saw him about 6 weeks ago talking with his nanny, Nanny Pilgrim. Sophie saw her wreath at the funeral, remember?
Of course. Why are you telling me all this now?
I really like you, Cordelia. In fact, it rather worries me how much I like you. Things are quite complicated enough already.
What were they doing?
They were walking together over there, talking very intensely.
Did you hear what they said?
Sorry, and he didn't tell me afterwards either.
6 weeks ago. That's just before Mark left university.
Well, exactly.
I was mistaken, miss. I thought it was Dr. Callender's son who phoned me on the night he died. But apparently it wasn't after all.
How do you mean, apparently?
I'm afraid my hearing isn't what it was, miss. But the gentleman at the end of the line, I thought, said his son. He said Chris Lunn.
Lunn? It was Lunn who rang Dr. Callender.
Yes, miss. Dr. Callender told me so himself.
When did he tell you?
A few days after his son died, miss. Anyway, I happened to mention the telephone call, and he told me then that I was mistaken.
And did you believe him?
I beg your pardon, miss.
Did you really believe that you misheard the name?
Are you trying to suggest that Dr. Callender didn't know who telephoned him? Or are you suggesting that he deliberately lied to me?
Miss Gray is simply trying to find out all she can about the night Mark Callender died.
As Dr. Callender is employing Miss Gray, I suggest the best thing is to ask him whether he was lying.
There's nothing wrong with the old fool's hearing at all. He heard the voice on the phone. It was obviously Mark's, which means Callender did lie to Benskin.
Why would he do that?
Because he's involved in his death in some way, I presume.
Not necessarily. I mean, even if you're right and he did think that Mark was a total write-off...
There's no if about it. I saw them together. It was embarrassing even being in the same room as them, believe me.
Yes, but that doesn't give him a reason to kill him. Why are you so keen to convince me that he did? Is it because you went to the summer house to have it out with Mark because you couldn't bear what was going on between him and Isabel?
Oh, I see. And then I just lost my temper and killed him. Great.
Well, is that what happened, Hugo?
Why did you have to start all this in the first place? Why couldn't you leave it alone? Oh, can't you stop it now, please?
Morning.
I'm glad you said I could come. I think it's vital that we liaise regularly, don't you?
Passengers for the next train.
It's a very smart bag.
Oh, I thought a personal assistant needs something more impressive than a shopping basket. Mark Callender's birth certificate, as you requested.
Thank you.
He was born on St. Mark's Day, you see.
How do you know that?
25th of April was my late husband Tom's birthday.
I see. And did you manage to find Mark's grandfather's will?
No, I'm afraid not. The birth certificate was no help. His mother's maiden name was Jones, you see. And I didn't know where or when his grandfather had died, or even what his full name was. So, without more information, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
All the more reason to find Nanny Pilbeam, then. She's the only lead.
Lavender Cottage, Turner's Lane, Ickleton, about 10 miles from here. After you rang last night, I had a think. And this morning, I rang round all the main Cambridge florists to see who had sold her the wreath. I was banking on the fact that she'd want the best for Mark, not just a bunch of daffs from the local greengrocer.
How did you know she still lived in Cambridge? She probably retired years ago.
Well, if she was as old as you were led to believe, she wouldn't be up for travelling far to a funeral, would she?
I suppose not, no.
Another thing. The florist said the card on the wreath said Nanny Pilbeam, but she paid in the name of Goddard. So she must have got married after she stopped being Mark's nanny.
You will charge that bag to expenses, won't you, Edith?
Oh, I already have, thank you.
She won't be there. Not on a nice morning like this. She'll be at the graveyard.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Is this your husband's grave?
I didn't marry him till I was 53, but I still miss him. Just as if we'd been childhood sweethearts.
I wanted to thank you for the beautiful wreath you sent to Mark Callender's funeral.
Are you his girlfriend, then?
No, but I was fond of him.
I wasn't really his nanny, you know. Well, just for a bit. I was his mother's, really.
How did Evelyn and Dr. Callender meet?
Dr. Callender? He was just Ronnie then. Ronnie Callender, the gardener's son. Evelyn's father couldn't bear him, said he was after his money.
And was he?
Oh, who's to tell? Who's to blame him if he was? There's no harm in looking for money so long as there's kindness there, too.
What was her father's name, Mrs. Goddard?
Jones. George Lawrence Jones.
And what did he do?
He was in the wool trade in Bradford. A proper man's job, he used to say, not like Ronnie Callender studying all the time. He wasn't even impressed when Ronnie was given a job as lecturer in Cambridge. He wouldn't have been impressed whatever Ronnie did.
But when his daughter became pregnant, were things different then?
Oh, yes, he was better then. In fact, he was so pleased, he increased her allowance.
I bet Ronnie was delighted.
She was the one that was delighted. It meant she could go to Italy more often. She loved Italy, she always had. She and Dr. Callender went there all the time after that.
Was Mark born in Italy?
Yes, of course.
And were you there?
Oh, no. Dr. Callender had given me the sack by then, a few months after she became pregnant. He said he could look after her better than anyone else.
Dr. Callender said that?
Yeah, it surprised me, too. He wouldn't let anyone near her except the doctor. And then she died. Mark was just 9 months old. It was meningitis. Anybody stronger would have survived it. I did see her again once towards the end. She was desperate for me to give Mark her prayer book. She made me promise, hand on heart, to give it to him on his 21st birthday.
Did you give it to him?
My husband died about then. I could scarcely get out of bed to feed myself. I could hardly remember a promise I'd made 20 years ago.
But you did give it to him eventually, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
About 6 weeks ago?
Yes. I found it while I was clearing out. I'd completely forgotten it. He was so pleased to get the book. He asked me all sorts of questions about his mother, and then he phoned up a few days later to ask the doctor's name.
And did you know it?
Yes, of course, Dr. Gladwin. Terrible drinker.
Did he live in Edmondstown?
Edmondstown? I've never heard of Edmondstown. He lived in the middle of Cambridge.
Why was Mark's mother so desperate for him to have the prayer book? I mean, why on his 21st birthday?
Maybe it's a Catholic custom. I don't know. May I?
If there was a message, he's removed it. Or someone else has. I'm not getting anywhere, am I? He'd have been better off with Bernie.
If you'll give me a lift to the station, I'm off to London to find the grandfather's will. You can do what you like, of course. You can stay here and wallow in self-pity, or you can make a bit of an effort and find out if Dr. Gladwin's still alive.
Edmonds, not Edmonds Town.
Yes?
Could I speak to Dr. Gladwin? Is he in?
Where else would he be?
Dr. Gladwin? My name's Cordelia Gray. I wanted to ask you about a patient. It was a long time ago. Mrs. Evelyn Callender. She was married to Dr. Ronald Callender. Do you remember her?
It's all in his head, you see. Every patient he ever saw. It's all in there. Only trouble is, it can't get out because he can't speak anymore.
What about medical records? Who did he pass them on to when he retired?
Never made any. He was always so proud of his wonderful memory, weren't you, George? Never discussed anything with me, either. Just married me when he needed a nurse. That's all he wanted me for, wasn't it, George?
I think he's quite cold.
He's always cold. He can't move. It stops the circulation.
Well, can I get him something?
Oh, I'll get him a blanket, but he'll be cold again in 5 minutes.
Do you remember if a young man came to visit here a few weeks ago?
We don't see anyone from 1 month to the next. Of course I remember. And we had another visitor the following week. It's been like Christmas round here.
Do you remember the young man's name?
Oh, his name was Callender too. Mark Callender.
And what about the other visitor?
He wouldn't give his name. He had receding hair. He was about 50s, I suppose.
What did he want?
Heaven knows. He walked in like he owned the place, came straight out here, right up to George, and then he bent down and stared at him. That's all, just stared at him. Then he got up and left.
What did Mark Callender want?
Oh, something about his mother. That's Evelyn Callender, is it?
Yes.
What are you trying to find out about her?
I don't really know. That's the problem.
Thanks very much.
I looked at Mark's birthday in the prayer book, St. Mark's Day, and there it was, in tiny, tiny little letters. EC, then AA. Well, EC is Mark's mother's initials, Evelyn Callender, and AA is her blood group.
Why would she want to tell Mark her blood group?
Listen, Mark's blood group was B. Well, I saw it in his diary when we first went to the summer house, and I've just managed to track down Callender's doctor, and his blood group was A.
How did you get them to tell you that?
One of Bernie's lesser-known rules. When you can't find out any other way, lie through your teeth.
Lying. Cordelia, what have you been...
The point is, a man and a woman who both have blood groups A or AA can't produce a B group child. I've checked it, and it's not possible. So that's what Mark's mother must have been trying to tell him. Mark wasn't Callender's child.
Good heavens.
How have you got on? Did you manage to find the grandfather's will?
Yes. Dr. Callender was telling you the truth. If Mark died, he didn't get a penny. In fact, nobody benefited from his death except a large number of charities.
Oh. Oh, so does Mark's mother's message have anything to do with his death at all?
Maybe it just disturbed him too much, suddenly hearing from her after all those years. Maybe it just pushed him over the edge.
And it is great to do that thing that ends all other deeds, which shackles accidents and bolts up change, which sleeps and never pallets more the dug.